Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we are looking at something pretty wild. These so-called AI interview co-pilots.
Yeah, tools like Final Round AI, we'll call it FRAI, and Locked In AI, or LIAI.
And their promise is huge, right? They claim to give you perfect answers in real time during a live interview. And the best part, they're supposedly completely invisible.
Which is what we're here to unpack.
Yeah.
Our mission today is to look at the sources and figure out if these tools are a clever shortcut or if you're really just, paying a lot of money to get caught.
Exactly. Paying to get caught. I like that. So let's start with that invisibility promise. How stealthy can you really be when the setup alone sounds incredibly complicated?
You've hit on the first and maybe biggest red flag. The setup itself is a huge risk. For FRAI, you need a cloud account, a browser extension, and a companion app.
And you have to upload personal documents, right? That's a lot of digital breadcrumbs.
It is. And LIAI isn't much simpler. It needs its own desktop app. You have to grant it very specific microphone permissions, screen region tools.
This isn't just flipping a switch. It sounds like a whole operation.
It really is. And that brings us to the next point. If you go through all that trouble, what do you get? This is where the speed comes in, and it's critical.
Okay, so how fast are we talking?
Well, LIAI advertises an incredibly fast response time, something like 116 milliseconds.
Which is, for all intents and purposes, instantaneous. You wouldn't even notice.
Exactly. But then you look at FRAI, users are reporting agonizing delays. We're talking 8 to 10 seconds.
8 to 10 seconds. In a live interview, you can't just sit there silently for 10 seconds.
You can't. It's not a tool at that point. It's a blinking neon sign that says you're cheating.
Right.
It makes it totally unusable and pretty much guarantees you get caught.
That's just shocking. Okay, so if you're going to wait 10 seconds and risk your entire career, the answer better be incredible, but it's not, is it?
No, not at all. The source material is unanimous on this. The quality is just disappointing.
How so?
The answers are described as generic, robotic, repetitive. They have zero human nuance, no understanding of, say, company culture, just boilerplate text.
So it can't handle behavioral questions very well. What about technical stuff?
It's slightly better with technical questions, but this is where we see a huge gap.
Huh.
LAAI actually has a dedicated coding copilot.
Oh, interesting. What does that do?
It gives you actually useful things like debugging hints, suggestions for optimization, error detection. It's a genuine assistant.
An FRAI.
FRAI's support for technical questions is really basic. The sources say it struggles with anything complex, any real algorithms, which sort of defeats the purpose for an engineering interview.
Okay, so LAI is faster, better for coders. Let's talk about the price, because this is where my jaw really drops.
Yeah, the value proposition is questionable, to put it mildly.
What on earth is MRAI charging for this slow generic tool?
It's an incredible $148 a month.
Get out. For how many interviews?
Just 4 sessions.
That's insane. What about LAI?
It's significantly cheaper. Their Pro plan is $69 a month for unlimited usage. And if you pay annually, it works out to about $35 a month.
So let me get this straight. LAI is faster, has better features, offers unlimited use, and it's like a quarter of the price.
Pretty much. But what's really fascinating is that even though LII is clearly the better value, the conclusion from all the sources is the same. These tools just encourage you to cheat, to bypass real preparation.
Right, and that brings us to the bottom line for you, the listener, the so what. It doesn't matter if it's $35 or $148. If you get caught using one of these, you risk being fired on the spot.
Immediate termination. And beyond that, serious damage to your career. If you get the job with fake answers, you probably can't do it.
And you could even get blacklisted in your industry. The cost isn't the subscription fee, it's a massive career liability.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to mull over.
Go on.
If the penalty for using a tool is immediate termination, what does that say about the actual measurable value of the knowledge you're getting from a generic robotic answer that took 10 seconds to show up on your screen?